We on.
And we live, baby.
Yes, we are. Welcome back.
So you ain't tell me about your Harris Hawkins and coat shirt. That's not the life we live.
Listen,
Okay, all right.
it's casual. Well,
We are.
We somehow wore blazers,
Casual. We did.
and we didn't know that.
So we have to look, professional.
You cute with the hat.
Thanks. I told you, because the gym have my whole life, like,
Shout out to Justin,
yes.
getting us right.
Who get on our nerves. Okay, we'll cut that
I
part
almost
out.
spit my water out. He gonna get you 10 burpees. No, 100 burpees.
No, today was 150.
Y'all did 150 burpees?
No, not we. Me. Ask me why.
Well, you gonna be snatched. It's all good. So that actually takes us into what we're talking about today.
Exactly. So, guys, welcome back to our third episode of Simplicity. Today we'll be talking about life. So just different situations, scenarios, and kind of just tapping into what we like to do as real estate agents outside of our everyday routine. We tapped into the gym.
Yes.
We both have. Well, Chantre is fit and has been going to the gym for a very long time.
I'm still working on. Don't have people thinking I'm
just saying. So you motivated me to start going
I'm
back
glad
to the
that we
gym.
can motivate each other, but
Yes.
don't have everybody thinking I'm like fit. Like I
She
still have work to
is.
do, y'all.
So she didn't bring her water bottle today, but she has this. And then normally she has a 300-gallon water
It's
bottle.
1 gallon. It's 1 gallon of lemon water.
See, I told you.
And yeah, I do. I like to life. A couple of years ago, I decided to really focus on a healthy lifestyle. That was just what I wanted to do. I felt like I needed to change some things, so I said, okay, I want to go and work on myself spiritually, mentally, and physically. I said I want to be spiritually fit, mentally fit, and physically fit. So of course I was working on my spiritual piece, my relationship with God, making that stronger. Mentally, just basically clearing out anything that was hindering me from moving forward. So negativity, bad energy. So I did a cleanse from that. And physically, I started really getting to this whole fitness journey. I went vegan for like 2 years. And that's actually how me and Dave did it together.
Really?
Yes, we did it together, which helped.
Tell Dev to call Erin immediately.
It helps though when you have like your partner doing it with you. It really does help.
See, but I think that's the hard part because Erin, I can eat healthy all day long.
Mm-hmm.
I think the temptation for me comes because Aaron doesn't like to eat healthy all the time. He doesn't
Right.
want salads all the time. He wants greasy foods. He wants French fries, all those things. So for me, it's kind of like, man, it smells. And so I have to cook it sometimes. So for me, it's like, man, it smells so good. Now that's what I want.
Yeah.
When originally that was never in the plan for me to eat that this week. So
Right.
crazy story is, I told him last night, I was like, look, next week I'm going to eat salad with shrimp. The week after that, I'm going to eat salad and steak.
Okay.
The week after that, I'm going to eat chicken
Okay.
and salad.
Okay.
The week after that, I'm going to do salmon
Okay.
with whatever else we have.
And he's
for
okay.
dinner.
He's down.
He was down with what?
Oh, so I thought you said that you presented this to him like you guys were going to do it, or you were just saying this is what I'm gonna do.
He can't eat the same thing for.
So that's the thing. You got to switch it up. Because even if, okay, so he likes greasy food, right?
Mm-hmm. And I love fried chicken.
So do you have an air fryer?
No.
Try that. Like seriously, try that. Like try that. Put some chicken in there, or you know what? Chicken. Boom. Put the chicken. If you don't have an air fryer, put the chicken in the oven and crispy it like real hard, and then broil it to the point where it has that like crispy fried feel. It's not fried chicken. I know.
So I make baked chicken
Yeah,
like
it's
that,
like,
and
yeah.
it'd be so
Yeah.
good. Like I use the chicken Montreal seasoning,
Yeah.
one of my faves, and I just put that on the chicken and I let it stay like. It's like a 5-hour process for my baked chicken.
I'm sure it's delicious.
It is. I'll make you some.
Please.
Okay.
I'm starting to eat chicken again, y'all. This is the first time people are hearing this. So, yes, I told you I was vegan for a while. So I've been dibbling, dabbling, experimenting, and, basically seeing how my stomach can handle certain things. And it's been doing well. I'm not ready to cook chicken or anything like outside of what we've been eating, but it's been cool so far. A gradual entrance into it. But yeah, so lifestyle, the fitness came into play. So that's one thing in my life I have to have incorporated. Working out in my life, that keeps me balanced.
Okay.
Like, that's what keeps me balanced in life. I have my spiritual walk, of course, my devotions, spending time with God, and then working out, family. Like, all of those things keeps my life balanced. What about you?
I be feeling like it's still not enough time in the day.
No, it's not.
I've, of course, just incorporated the gym back into my life. At one point, I was going at 6 a.m. every morning, and then kind of starting my day, but things changed once we had a baby. We couldn't go back to operating like she didn't exist because she needed us. So with that, I tried to maneuver things so that it could fit in dropping her off to daycare, picking her up, managing real estate. And a lot don't know that I still have a full-time job, which trying to juggle that and real estate.
It's a lot.
Ooh.
It's a lot.
And, my religion piece, like making sure that I could go to church on Sundays or, doing my duties as to what I'm supposed to do when it comes to providing my talent, time, and testimony to God, which honestly, I would say I lacked a little bit. Just because sometimes I just feel like, okay, the market is so crazy with real
I think
estate.
sometimes that happens. You feel yourself like drift away, and you be like,
But I feel guilty about it because I know what I'm supposed to do in church.
yeah, and it's okay. Like, when you get like that, I just will myself back in. I'm like, oh, wait a minute,
True.
let me wheel it back in, because it's easy. I mean, with anything, it's easy with life
To get distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
we're getting back
We're
there.
getting back. Yep. And then if we are conscious of it, and know what we got to do to get back there, then that's what's important.
Yes, I agree.
So, yeah.
So she going to church with me.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I know. I'm
You
just
know
saying.
I don't mind. I don't mind. I love me a good word.
We're going together. Y'all gonna be sick of us. Who cares? I'm just saying.
Yes. So did you guys see over the weekend? I didn't even post. I wasn't even going to say that, but since we're talking about it, we had a little
But
date
that's
night.
like our secret.
I didn't even say anything yet. You told it yourself.
Okay.
So we had a little
Go ahead.
date night. So a part of course, life, we like to date our men. So we said, okay, let's go get some crabs. Like you heard us say, we love crabs. We like seafood. So we said, let's go get some crabs. We got together, had some crabs, had some adult beverages, and yeah, we weren't ready to go.
I had water, by the way.
No, we keeping it real, not.
We are.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So we had some
I
adult
did.
beverages, okay? And we weren't ready to go home. So the crab date turned into a whole outing. Whole outing, and we ended up having a great time, to say the least. What did we do, Taya? We rode.
Why would she ask me if she already snitched?
So we rode on some scooters, and this was Taya's first time.
It was. So I think I did.
And she did a great job.
Thank you.
She did a great job. So let's just say we had a good time. So that was a part of our unwound, fun life portion with the husbands, future husbands. So yeah, it's all about balance.
It is, but I will say it was fun, but I need more lessons on the scooter.
I got you.
Because some people had asked me like, okay, so what were you doing? And I'm like, riding a scooter. Some people said, well, if it's a scooter and it's electronic, why are you scooting your feet? And I'm like,
Because you have to.
see, I told the people
Yeah.
that, so I was like,
You have to give
I was
yourself some
told
push.
from the amateurs that I need
Not the
to
amateurs.
kick my foot, and once I kick my foot, it'll give me like that push, press the button, and then I can ride on down the street.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll get better. We'll get better.
Well, you the pro already.
I'm okay. Yeah, I don't. It's so funny. I really don't be liking like attention and stuff. It's weird. I don't know.
Embrace it.
I know. I don't know. It's something I got to work on.
But you are the pro.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so we just wanted to tap in and talk about life on a regular basis as realtors, moms, wives, business women.
Mm-hmm.
So
what has it been like for you, I'd say, with everyday life in this insane market? Like the juggle of, because for you, being home by a certain time, like, because you go to bed early and
try
I go to
to.
bed late. So
Yes.
we balance each other like that too, because I know when she's up well, we both get up early, but I know that at a certain time I'm still up, so I could do
Yeah.
a lot of the things that she has taken care of, during the day. So now, but it's like she was up to the other day till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right,
She
no
texted me
offer.
and I was knocked out.
Yes.
I was like,
it was
sorry.
it was a record. I was up. I was writing the offer, and I was so shocked that I was in. Mind you, when I'm tired, y'all, I don't know if I'm the nicest. So
tired or hungry.
Yes, that's
she's
true.
not the nicest.
Yes, well, I'm
Okay.
always nice, but I get a little
Hangry.
angry. So I was up at 1 writing the offer, and I just had to text her because it was a shock for me, and I needed proof that was what was going on.
Well, you had it, because once I got up, I was
You seen it like 1 o'clock.
she was still up. Normally that's me, but
And I thought that you were
definitely-
up. You weren't even up that night.
No, I tapped out. Yeah.
You probably needed that rest.
I did, and some husband and wife time. I mean, what
Okay.
would you want me to say?
Some husband and wife time. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
But the crazy part is our time can consist of sports, because he's an Eagle fan. I'm a Ravens fan.
He's an Eagles fan?
Eagles fan. Insane. Yes, I know.
That's
But he is an
crazy.
Eagles fan. Die-hard Eagles fan.
That's
Yes.
crazy. And I just told Dave, because we said we were going to come over and watch the game. And he was like, they Ravens fans, right? And I was like, yeah. And I did not know he was an Eagles fan.
He's an Eagles fan, but he will watch the Ravens if his team isn't playing. Now, mind you, on Sunday, we played the Eagles.
I know.
And he was just like, over it. But I already forewarned him. I was like, yo, like, your team is not going to win against us. So just cancel it.
Trash
And he
talking
was
in
like-
the household.
We do. Like, we do a ton of trash talking. Like, a ton. So his basketball team is the Brooklyn Nets. So we watch all sports. Like, the baseball, I like baseball, but I really don't have a favorite. So I kind of jack off him a little bit and just be
Okay.
like, okay, Boston Red Sox, we cool.
Okay.
Orioles, I do love,
Okay,
but
yeah.
I don't really have a favorite when it comes to that. So basketball, we do a lot of trash talking. Kind of disappointed that the season was over as soon as it was.
I know.
But
Yeah. Well, listen, the whole COVID thing just makes everything so different now.
Crazy,
So
yes.
let's touch on this and before we'll wrap it up after this. So how has the whole COVID pandemic like impacted your lifestyle like the most? Like what can you say, like how has it really affected or impacted
So
you?
I would say that it has impacted us because we can't do what we're used to doing, and trying to, wrap our brains around the fact that what used to be normalized now has to change, and so that could be, going to church, being able to hug one another, or sit close, or I don't know, catch the Holy Ghost,
Right,
something.
right.
Or the fact where you could, like, even sports, the entertainment world, that has changed. So for me, it's like, I understand what has taken place with COVID, So I protect me and my family and
Right.
others around me. But then there's a piece of me that's just like, I'm not scared.
Okay.
And it's not from a place of being ignorant or anything like that, but from a place of these things were in the Bible. So we kind of have been taught what was going to take place kind of in the last and evil days, and not to get so spiritual,
Yeah.
but that's where it has me as to where I'm not forced to be nervous. I'm not
Okay.
forced to be as scared.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and I think, yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, that makes sense. For me, I think it impacted me the most. Probably would be like the family time. Like the hardest part was not being able to be around like my parents. Like I would see them like almost every weekend. My niece, I have a little niece. Like hugging up on her. So like for like the hardest part was literally like the first 2 months when we couldn't really be around people. Like everybody was quarantining, right? And I'm like, my niece, like she needs to know me. I'm trying to like.
That was hard.
It was so hard. Like I wanted to like go over there, so I would go over there. So when everyone like a month into it, I went over there with mask on, and then I'm like, she can't even recognize me with my mask on. Like, so it really mine was I'm very affectionate, so I miss the hugging and the kissing her. Like I can't even still now, like kissing her on her cheek. You still got to be careful. Like I can't really like. So it's like all of that. Like that's what I feel like is like the hardest part. Like the family bonding. Like I'm being careful with my parents. Like even when I go out.
See, now if people are, their immune system is different, I'm more cognizant of really going around them.
Yeah.
Because I do know that with our industry, we are technically around people all the time. And so that is the first part that I think about too, because I don't want to seem selfish ever.
Yes.
So I kind of, we stay in the house more now.
Yeah.
But those immediate family members, like my mom, my dad, like we still see each other.
Yeah. See, and I think me, like I'm just more so, we still see each other, but I'm still like nervous because I'm like, I'm not saying like I'm like immune to it, but I just feel like with them, like I'm just always trying to protect them. So I'm like, oh, wait, I can't. Because I gotta make sure I'm good. Like I'm just always making sure I want to protect them. So that's actually the hardest part. That's everything else. Like was never really big on really like going out and like, of course the trips. You guys seen that came back from our trip, which was amazing. We came back safe and healthy, thank God. But of course traveling, but the family time that was probably.
So even going through the airport, because I know we took a vacation in July, but you guys took a vacation in September. Would you say, so when we went, like, nobody was in the airport?
It was clear.
Yeah, but they were, so when we got to our destination, they were actually making you leave your name and number, so that if somebody that was on the plane with you caught COVID, they could notify you.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was really cool. Now, when we got back to Baltimore, they did not do that.
No, they didn't.
Oh, yeah. They just was like, we don't care about it.
No, they didn't. No. But yeah, so that's probably the top two for me, family and traveling. But overall, I'm just glad that, your family has been safe and healthy.
Thank you, and the same here.
Thank you. So, as far as, life, we can't really complain because, overall it's good. It's good. Everything is still a work in process daily. We're always working on ourselves. What's up?
But there is one thing that I do dislike. I wouldn't say hate, but dislike. Is the fact that, so I like to shop, but I'm not a shopper that likes to return things. Right?
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
Knowing that we have to take the clothes home,
try
them
come
on.
Back.
If you don't like, man, just cancel it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
That's another big thing. And then shopping with your mask on, period. Like
yes, because you can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
And you can
and
only
I'm
go
over
in
it.
certain entrances.
And I'm over it by the first 10 minutes. I'm like, let me just get out of here. I'm over it. Just forget it. So.
But yeah, that I would probably.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because I'm just like some of the stores I like to go in, if they have 3 levels, you got to go all the way to the top level just to access the entire store. But what you really want is on the bottom level.
Right.
Just cancel.
Yeah, but
But we shouldn't be shopping anyway because we have been making life adjustments as well. As far as how we
yes,
spend.
yes, that'll be another topic. We'll talk. That'll be on. We'll talk
That'll be
about that.
next
The next life one.
Okay.
We'll talk about
All
that.
right,
We'll
all
talk about that. Not right now. Gives me anxiety. Okay.
No crying on the vlog.
Listen. I don't want to talk about that.
All right. So we'll skip it.
But yes, so that'll be next time. That's a good one. But yes, we just wanted to tune in. Like we always say, if you guys have any questions, feel free to send us a message, call us, text us, email us, and also Taye, we're on YouTube.
Yes. So we're on YouTube. We'll make sure you guys have the link so that you can have that easy access. It will be in our bios.
Yes, it will be in our bios.
But it'll also
It'll make it easier
Yeah.
for you guys to watch it. And I know last time it was a little delay, so we do apologize. Thank you guys for understanding. Technical difficulty, so when the video is lengthier, it's harder to upload onto Instagram and Facebook. So hopefully YouTube will help as we start doing this more.
Yes.
We'll get better at it.
Yes, and definitely give us feedback. I know so many will say, yeah, I tuned in, but tell
Yeah, give us
what
some
you
feedback.
think.
Tell us what you
Yeah.
think and throw some topics out there. We're open. Okay.
All right.
All righty. Well, I think that's it. You got anything else to say?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. All righty. Until
Short
next,
and sweet.
Short and sweet. I don't even think it was that short. No. We're still
It's about the
rambling
same
on.
time. But until next time, guys, we will chat with you guys soon.
Have a great evening.
Bye.